mindset shift, this ability to catch yourself will translate into so many areas of your life that is not serving you. When you realize something is not serving you, just, oh wait, this is actually not good for me. Take yourself out of environments or situations that are not healthy for you. And that sometimes is your own mind. Putting away a screen before bed, now you're gonna be with yourself. You might think, oh, but then I'm really gonna overthink. But not necessarily.
Come over.
Where are we going?
Around. It's a surprise. Do you like surprises?
We keep tabs open all day about work, life, personal things, family, our goals. We have all these tabs open, but you expect that after 11 p.m. to just shut it all off? You and I both know it doesn't work like that. Overthinking isn't just a bad habit. It's actually a high stress state that ages your brain. So today I'm going to give you 7 exact steps you could include in your night to detox your brain, to self-regulate, and to help yourself. By the end of this video, you won't just have a new routine. Whether you include 1 or all 7 of these steps, you'll have a biological kill switch for overthinking. You'll be able to catch yourself when you overthink and know exactly what to do and how to handle it. Stella, get into it, man. If you guys are new here, I'm Stella. And if you resonate with this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe so I can see you around. But the first step is to catch yourself when you overthink. Realize like, okay, I'm really ruminating on this topic right now. What are you gonna do next? Step 2 is what I'm gonna call a vagus nerve hack. We're gonna take the overthinking from here. We're gonna ground yourself back in your body. So you're gonna take cold water. You could take cold water, you could splash it on your hands, you could splash it on your face, you could splash it on your chest if you can. And the cold water is going to also regulate your heartbeat. It's gonna bring things again from your head back down into your body. So if you can, you realize you're overthinking, go splash some cold water on your face. Not just a whoosh. I'm talking about like full 30 seconds, like get submerged a little bit into the cold water. Cold water on your hands, on your wrist, on your face, like let it run. I know cold water might be hard, so if you can't do cold water, try breath work. It kind of does the same thing. It tells your heart to slow down. So you could do breathe in for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds. Step 3, so you realize, okay, you're overthinking right now, what to do. Give yourself a digital boundary, especially before bed. Give yourself a buffer time where you don't have to be on your phone just before you go to bed. The things that you're watching on your phone, if you want that to be the last things in your consciousness before going off to bed, so be it. But I will say, if you want to be more present with yourself, more intentional with your time, putting away a screen before bed, now you're gonna be with yourself. You might think, oh, but then I'm really gonna overthink. But not necessarily.
Come over.
Where are we going?
Around. It's a surprise. Do you like surprises?
Be intentional with that time. And I mean, like, if you are going to pray before bed, write some stuff down. But we're gonna come back to journals. This step is really about leaving your phone, putting it down. And that doesn't mean scrolling on Pinterest even. It might be considered winding down. I'm just gonna wind down, I'm just gonna take a 15. Sometimes you give yourself that leeway, but before bed isn't a wind down, it's really a wind up. Even Pinterest, I know, actually gets your dopamine centers going. You're looking at, for example, if you have a wish list board and you're looking at your wish list before bed, it's actually a wind up. It's actually a dopamine trigger. Like, yes, either these are the things you're aligning with, these are the things you're manifesting, these are the things you're getting, these are the things you're working with God to achieve. Those dopamine spikes is not actually helping you get ready for bed. Step 4, if you're able to actually get a notebook, get a notebook. If you have a piece of paper, use a piece of paper for now, but really do a brain dump. Just write for 2 minutes straight without stopping, anything that comes to your mind. Now you might notice that at first you might not have anything to say. You're like, this is silly, like whatever, but once you are intentional about it, for example, whether it is something that happened today, whether it's something that you're looking forward to, whether it's something like the upcoming meeting or the conversation that you wanted to finish. The thing is, when you write, from your brain to actually making each and every letter that formulates your thoughts, it does something to close the circuitry to understand yourself better, to understand how you express yourself better. Don't think about grammar, just do it for you, and you'll be able to realize when you're intentional with what you're writing about, you'll be able to realize this is something that's reoccurring, that it's a pattern, or this is revealing how I feel about this. And sometimes it might actually be not what you expect at all. Your brain is a processor. Process it out, write it out. You are responsible for you, for your well-being. Take control of yourself, take control of how you're feeling. If you are doing this at night, writing a to-do list for the next day, actually writing what needs to get done. And if you're a to-do list person like me, sometimes you might cross off the list and be like, okay, I just need to get this done tomorrow. But no, create a new list, start fresh, put your ideas down. The next step, you realize you are overthinking what to do. Again, this doesn't have to be just a nighttime thing, but you could also do this anytime you're overthinking. Give your worries to God. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7 says, cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. And this is something that we need to remember. Focus on God, not your problems. Focus on God, not your problems. I was reading the book of Daniel recently, and I came across the passage where, you know, Daniel's friends were thrown into the burning furnace, and the men that threw them into the furnace were burned and killed by the flames. However, Daniel's friends who were thrown into the furnace, one were unharmed, untouched, and their clothes were not even burned, not even a hair on their head was burned, yet the men who threw them into the furnace was burnt. And I started thinking, the same God that saved them from being literally consumed in a burning furnace is the same God today. And that is why when you have a problem, when you have a worry, when you have a fear, when you have an anxiety, oh my gosh, the burning furnace, don't even think about that. Think about God, because the same God that saved them from the burning furnace literally is the same God today. When you're overthinking at night, use the word to help ground yourself. Matthew chapter 6 verses 34. Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has a trouble of its own. And I'm saying these scriptures not just to say, oh, cast your worries on God when you're overthinking. No, ground yourself in the word so that you could remind yourself, so that God could remind you through the tools that he has given us. And yeah, when you overthink, ground yourself in scripture. Think about God's promise for us. Think about how blessed you are. The next step you could take when you're overthinking and you realize, oh, I'm thinking about this too deeply right now, is narrative reframing. And in a healthy way, in a non-toxic, delusional way. In simplest layman's terms, glass half empty or glass half full. And the narrative reframing is actually going to help you not only see what's going on in a different light, but also help you come up with solutions that you would not have thought of before if you're just still in such a, let's say, not so framed state of mind. Okay, it all depends on your mindset. It's also, you could also think of this step as a mindset shift. This is for when you're actually strong enough, or you have the willpower enough to actually catch yourself and be like, I'm actually gonna change how I'm thinking. Sometimes you actually just have to catch your thought and be like, I'm not gonna think that anymore. And there's actually times where it's just like, catch yourself like, I'm actually not gonna think like this anymore. This mindset shift, this ability to catch yourself, will translate into so many areas of your life that is not serving you. When you realize something is not serving you, just, oh wait, this is actually not good for me. Take yourself out of environments or situations that are not healthy for you. And that sometimes is your own mind. That sometimes is the way you are thinking about some things. But sometimes that is actually certain areas. Whatever is not serving you, you have the ability to catch it and change it. And that is also why this step is a little bit later, because it's for self-awareness. You have to be aware of what you are thinking, what you are saying. This is also why the last step is so important, because if you are able to focus on God and not your problem, sometimes when you're overthinking, when you're able to catch yourself, you're able to catch it with scripture. You're able to catch yourself with God's promise to you. You're able to catch yourself with God's words, and that is the most calming feeling. The next step when you are overthinking, sensory anchoring. Now let me tell you, when I work, I put lavender essential oil around me. It helps me calm down, it helps me focus, and it helps me zone into what I'm doing. I just put little drops of lavender oil, whether it's on my desk, whether it is like in a diffuser, something that allows me to smell it, because lavender to me is so calming. It's so calming, and I'm like, I'm in my mode. So be able to have a sensory anchor, be able to have a smell. There's this video I saw where some guy, he had a candle from like his hometown or where he grew up, and it smelled like some places in his hometown. And the thing is, that's the concept. Like, that is the concept. Have something that anchors you, that you smell it and you're like, this smells good. Whether hopefully it's a natural scent, but it doesn't have to be. It could be something that's symbolic to you, that triggers your neural pathways. Okay, this doesn't have to trigger anyone else's neural pathways. Okay, the last thing that you could do on my list for you guys today is, if you realize you are overthinking, gratitude. You could write it down in a journal, or you could just be saying it out loud, but not just any gratitude. Be specific. I'm gonna call this a micro gratitude. Be specific. Don't just say I'm grateful for my apartment, or that I have space somewhere to live. Be specific. Be grateful that I'm able to have a space that is dedicated to me, that I'm able to customize, that I'm able to design and personalize with my decor, or something specific. I don't know. You guys are putting me on the spot right now. Be very specific. And you know what? Let me actually try this for real for me right now, to show you guys how real it is. A micro, and now I'm overthinking the unoverthinking method. When I was trying to film this video, I was having a little bit of technical difficulties with my camera, but I'm grateful that I'm able to still film this on another device. I'm able to still film on another camera or another device, and I'm grateful that I'm still able to complete the video. I'm grateful that it might not have been the way through the method or whatever I thought I was going to record on, but I'm grateful that I'm able to make this, get it out to you guys. And if you guys resonate with this video, please give me a thumbs up so that I can reach you guys more frequently. And don't forget to comment and share and subscribe. I will see you guys in my next one. Stella, get into it, man.